This is the 2022 Las Vegas Sun High School Football Media Day at Red Rock. We want to thank our sponsors, New World Graphics. Don't let your friends wear blank t-shirts, and Bonanno's Pizza, New York style pizzeria in Las Vegas. And our next team up, the Sunrise Mountain Miners. We have Coach Chris Sawyers along with Jonathan, Janelle, and Morel Finks. Coach, we've seen you here before. This is your second tour of duty with Sunrise Mountain. What made this opportunity come up? What made you want to come back for another tour of duty?
Being honest with you, over the last 5 years that I've been gone, I've been in another state, coaching in another state, and I maybe didn't give Sunrise Mountain the credit that it deserved the first time around. It's got great people. Some of the best people are in charge of the athletics, and they care. So, plus, you know, like these two guys right here are good examples. These are second generation guys for me. These are the younger brothers of guys that have played for me in the past. And so I'm blessed to get back there. I really think it's a good place.
Morel, what have you seen from Coach Sawyers? How is he going to help you guys elevate?
His execution, his game planning, and all that is very, very good. He brought the team together, knowing who he is, knowing what he did before with the recent teams. He's a great guy. So we all love it. Not much to say about it.
Jonathan, what are the goals this year? What do you guys hope to accomplish at Sunrise Mountain?
Hopefully make it the playoffs. I know we just came off a real bad losing season. We got 0-12, but we're just trying to turn the program around this season.
Coach, what are the first things you zero in on? I know he said turn the program around. You've already turned the program around once, won a playoff game there before. What are some of those things that you look at when you first come in that you need to do better to make sure you get back there?
I think that the relationships with the kids has got to be first and foremost. I mean, they didn't finish with very many guys last year, somewhere around 20. You know, the goal was to get the 10th through 12th graders somewhere around 60 and then add those freshmen to it. We've done a pretty good job of getting there, you know, but you're not going to have a team if you don't have any players. So first and foremost, let's get the guys out there. And then secondly, and not secondly, is not any less important, we got to teach the game of football. We got to teach them, you know, the ins and outs and you know, how to execute in certain situations and ultimately the basics of the game. Because I mean, if you're good at the basics, you're good at football.
Jonathan, what are the basics that you feel like this team is better at this year, maybe compared to last year?
So a lot of our team was our first year playing football, so they really never been in a contact sport and never really played. So just teaching conditioning. A lot of our linemen, they have really bad feet, so we were just trying to get that going through summer camp and just work on tackling.
Morel, it sounds like your numbers went up a little bit at least. It seemed like you were pretty in a dire situation there at the end. You got more kids out there this year. Is there just a whole different excitement, or what brought new kids into the program, you think?
It is definitely another excitement to the other guys coming in. Other people were starting to feel better. Other people were getting the reps in, feeling a lot more confident about their play style. So everybody's loving it. Nobody really, I haven't heard or seen really a lot of disagreements with it.
Coach, obviously Morel and Jonathan have done something right to be up here with you, and you got two other kids with you here today. Kind of give us the rundown of all these guys, of why they're some of the guys to look out for this year.
Well, I try to pick the guys that have bought into us. You know, have bought in. I mean, if we're going to win anything, I try to pick the guys that are going to buy into what we're selling. And these guys, all four of them, have been consummate leaders. They've tried to push the envelope with the other kids. They've recruited other kids, you know. And then when we teach, they're open-minded. Sometimes they may not agree with it, but they at least give it a shot before they turn it down. I mean, that and these guys are looked to from their peers. And let's be honest, if you're trying to create a relationship with young guys and stuff, you got to have people they look to too. So if I can get the guys that everybody's looking to get on board with us, we're going to be just fine.
Morel, what's that been like being a guy that, like you said, your peers look up to? Did it come natural to you being a leader like that, or is it something you've grown into? What's that like?
It is definitely something I've grown into. As me growing up, I was never that outgoing guy. I was just, okay, coach told me something, do it. So I try to put an example for the other kids to do the same thing that I would do in a situation where he's yelling at you or anything like that. Try to teach them to be very kind, open ear type of people. So it's pretty fun, kind of funny sometimes, maybe a little hard. So I just try to do my best with it.
For sure. All right, we'll go to Jonathan for the last word. Sounds like there's a lot of optimism. You guys have done a lot of things to move in the right direction. But what are the keys? What are the next steps you got to take here to start the year, going into the year. But what do you really need to hone in on to make sure you guys hit your goals this year?
Execution. We need to be going 100% every single play down on the field. We just need our players together as one, and that way I think we can win games.
All right, well, Sunrise Mountains surely sounds like on the rise again here at the 2022 Las Vegas Sun High School Football Media Day at Red Rock. Thanks for watching.
Go Miners!